I know this time of year you are slammed.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about everybody else who could be in your shoes or mine, trying to get a beautiful meal together, and then it comes time to put stuff in the oven, or company comes over, they've got a dish, they want to have oven space to keep it warm, but there's only so much room. How do we multiply it without adding a separate appliance?
What about the real estate in your oven? And I would guess that most of you have a standard size oven just like me. So it might be after the fact now you're going to go, boy, I wish I had more oven space, because I had a couple dishes that I started on my own, and then my mother-in-law brought potatoes and my sister-in-law brought something else, and we had no room to either cook things or warm things up.
Right.
And then you know what else? I could have used an extra roasting pan as well. So we're taking care of all
You are
of
covered
today.
on all counts.
All counts.
It's true, and from a name we know,
Yes,
mostly from the grocery
Betty
store.
Crocker.
This is Betty Crocker. So let's show you what you're getting in the roasting pan and 3-tier oven rack system. First day we've been able to present it at this low price of $24.98. Your easy payment here is $416. So this is it. This is the rack. We'll show you how to use it and how quickly you can multiply the space. And then you're also going to receive this roasting pan. So for holidays, for every day, you are going to find many reasons and many ways to use it. K48088.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with how to use it? Because I feel like in real time, it's great to see it.
I want to show you a fantastic problem solution. So come over here to the oven with me. Can we get in here and see this? This is what happens. You've got your big rib roast going, or your turkey or your ham going. By the way, it's going in our roasting pan right here. And what happens is you do not have space for anything else, because this takes up the whole oven. What if you could turn this sideways like this? What if you could take our 3-tiered rack? By the way, easy to put it together, very, very sturdy. And you pop it in just like this. Now you go from that rib roast taking up all the space to getting a little bit more real estate in here. And what does that mean?
Oh my goodness.
That means that while perhaps your rib roast is finishing because it takes a little bit longer, now when it's time, you can slide in that heavy, big 9x13 or larger dish of macaroni and cheese. You can put in your Egghorn squash at the top to finish off, and you can stagger these as well. And then maybe somewhere in the beginning, you can also take and set on the rack all of your baked potatoes, and now you have so much more space to fit everything in your standard size oven. Here we go. Your whole dinner is in there. Look,
that is a regular sized oven that now holds a whole lot of food just because you're using the space smarter. It's just smarter. So you said that that rack is nice and secure. I mean, I don't know how many pounds of food is just in the mac and cheese alone. But in terms of the the security and the stability of that rack,
very stable.
Show us how how it opens up and all the rest.
Well, this is how it comes together, and all you're going to do is snap it together. You just lift it up and snap all things together. For the sense of time and wanting to show everybody all of our different examples, you're just going to open it up and snap these 2 little racks in here. But now, outside of the oven, this also becomes a great cooling rack. I actually have 3 of these at home, baking the holiday cookies on here. I love to be able to cool and slide. I put a piece of parchment paper on there, or I can fit just a smaller size cookie sheet unless I want to go up in the top. Now you've got a place to cool. If you're running out of space and you just do not have enough room on the countertop, you really need to go up. You need to go up.
It's why they build parking garages.
It is,
There are only so many parking lots, especially in metropolitan areas, because they only have so much space on the ground. You go vertical, you're maximizing the space. Why not? It's so brilliant, it seems to me. Why aren't we doing more of this? Because you're still getting all of the benefits of the oven. You don't affect cook times, do you, if you've got everything stacked vertically?
No, you don't. You want to stagger things a little bit. Obviously, if everything's going in at the same temperature, you're great. But a lot of times, you want to start your rib roast, then maybe you want to add your potatoes, take the last, the last couple hours, then throw your macaroni and cheese in to heat it at the last minute.
But the air and everything's moving just fine as it would
around.
Otherwise.
There's plenty of room for that. Love the roasting pan. Remember, we're also giving you this extra large non-stick roasting pan. So we have our rib roast on here. You can go for a 10-pound ham. You can go for a 15-pound turkey. Be able to lift it off to set it down to let it rest and cut it. And then, like what you want from a roasting pan, on the bottom, you've got all all that grease on there. So we're taking care of two things at the same time, but I want to show you more things in the oven. Can we do that?
Well, I want to remind everybody what they're getting, and then we'll meet you at the oven, Miss Marie Louise. So the clearance price, fantastic, because we've never been able to offer this to you for $24.98. Yay for money saved. $8 right back into your pocket. This is the rack. And then you're also going to receive your roasting pan, and then this rack, which Marie Louise was just showing us. It's non-stick, so that's great. And remember, the rack folds down for storage, so this isn't what you're storing when it isn't in use. Going to be much easier to be able to slide it into your cabinets, and then back to the oven we go.
Okay, here we go. Now, look at all the things you can do with it. Outside of the holidays, maybe coming up on New Year's, I know I'm Italian and we like to have lasagna. Look at all the lasagna you fit in that big roasting pan, but then next to it, perhaps you have some chicken. You want to do a little bit of flatbread. You want to heat up your meatballs. Now, instead of just that big pan of lasagna, you've got all the space in here. And then next to it,
I feel like
slide on over a nice big honey-based ham in here. You've got green beans, you've got roasted vegetables, you've got your mashed potatoes staying warm up on the top.
Wow.
Look how much real estate you get on here. Easily clicks together. Both of these we recommend hand washing. On both the rack if something spills over on it, most especially on the roasting rack. Non-stick, just give it a quick warm soapy water and dry it off.
Now remember, will you open that back up? Because without the rack, the only thing you can fit into it is the ham.
It's the ham. Yeah.
But then what's happening with your sides? Do we have
and then
more
over here, finally on the end.
Oh,
How about thinking about your baking? It's one of the most logical things. So look right down here. You've got pies going, you've got cookies. You have plenty of space in between here for that all-important air circulation.
That's great.
You don't have to put a rack underneath of it because it sits beautifully on the rack. And then look at this giant cake. It's almost like a sheet cake that we've made in that roasting pan.
In the roasting pan. So some people get more than one of these, Marie Louise.
Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking about it for you, because if it makes sense for you in your kitchen, then odds are it's going to work for somebody else in your life. So shop, you're saving, and you've got Easy Pay today with all clearance on 6 easy payments, and in this case, $416. Marie Louise, thanks a million for being here, and a very Merry Christmas.
And to you as well.
Well, one of our new hosts, Anthony Haywood, joined us earlier in this show, and he brought us the rectangular grill pan from Cook's Essentials. It's a great item.